Hi team, Alex Alford from the New Zealand Concert Band Association here, and welcome to the 2021 Virtual Concert Band. It's an extraordinary time here in New Zealand with these lockdowns. We know that you want to get back and continue to make some amazing music. Now, playing together is a little bit tricky at the moment, so we're putting together the New Zealand Virtual Concert Band, the first of its kind here, and we're going to be playing the Great New Zealand March, Invercargill, by Alex Lithgow. I'm super excited to see what we can do together. This is a really great chance for us to make music, even though it might be away from our usual routines and away from our band whānau. If you know anyone who maybe is in one of your bands but hasn't yet heard about this virtual band, please pass this on to them to get them involved. If you're a brass band player, please do join in. All of the brass band parts are also available on our website, including tenor horns, soprano cornet, and the treble clef trombone parts. Likewise, if you're outside of New Zealand, perhaps if you're working overseas, you've stumbled upon this by chance, we'd love to see you in our virtual band. A quick housekeeping check, your face will be shown in the final video, so if you're under 16, please do check with a parent or guardian first. If you're keen to get stuck in straight away, all of the parts are available on the NZCBA website at nzcba.org/virtualband. We've also linked this in the video description below. Once you've headed over to the Concert Band Association website, you've downloaded your part, do make sure to practice it before you record it. Same as you would in any other concert. If you check out the Concert Band Association YouTube channel, there's a reference recording and a guide track. It's also linked in the video description below and in the pop-out banner up on that top right corner. You're going to need the guide track later on when you record yourself, as that's the way to ensure we all play in sync with each other at the same tempo and at the same time. Once you're up to speed, I'd recommend playing along with the guide track a few times. When you're ready, it's time to take a video of yourself. This step is a little bit involved. First, you'll need two devices. One device, like a tablet or a laptop, to play the guide track on, through headphones of course, and a second device, such as your phone or maybe a video camera, that you'll be using to record yourself with. You have just over 2 weeks to share your videos with us. The deadline is September 19th, that's a Sunday. I'll explain how to share your videos in just a moment, but before I do, I'd recommend putting your videos up when you're ready to do so. Don't wait until the 19th to do that. Now, when you're recording, there are a few things to be aware of, both from a video perspective and from a sound perspective. First, make sure you're recording in front of a plain wall or a background. Remember, you playing your instrument is the feature. Please choose clothing without patterns or logos. A plain shirt or blouse is totally okay. Having said that though, you don't have to wear full concert uniform. Whatever you have, that's one colour as much as you can. Where you can, make sure your face is brightly lit. Use whatever lamps or natural light you have available to achieve this. Please record in landscape mode. This is where the video is wider than it is tall, which is portrait mode. If you're using a phone, that'll mean turning it sideways. Most video cameras and still cameras are already in landscape mode by default. If you're using a phone, it's better to use the back camera rather than the front camera because the video quality is better. Even though you might be able to see yourself if you're using your selfie camera, the video actually looks better if you're using the back camera. Make sure your face is centered in the middle of the screen and that we can see your instrument. In terms of sound, please record in a quiet room with the door closed to reduce unnecessary noise. Turn off fans, heaters, anything that hums, and make sure pets or young children are outside or in another room. A couple of little technical things. Please set your device, if you can, to create an MP4 in 1080p or 720p. Most phones will do this automatically, and you should be able to check the resolution in your settings. Now, you've practiced your part and you're ready to record. First, tune to A440 or a regular concert B flat on your tuner or your phone. Connect your headphones to the device that you'll be playing the guide track on. Start recording on your camera or your phone. Move into position, grab a seat if you're playing a big instrument, and then press play on the guide track. First thing on the video is you'll hear a count-in to clap. This helps to synchronize all of the videos in post-production. Please make sure that you clap when you hear the clap on the screen. Between the clap and the metronome starting, there'll be a bit of time to get your instrument into playing position. Particularly helpful if you're playing something like a tuba. First, there'll be some instructions on the screen, and then the metronome, the count-in, will start. You'll see the first 2 bars of count-in and then the metronome will start on the third and fourth bar. Remember, we're in cut time, so bars do go by fairly quickly. Now, after you finish playing, remember to wait for at least 4 beats before you relax and stop recording. If you're happy with your video, upload it to YouTube with the hashtag #LockdownConcertBandNewZealand. That helps us to find it online. Remember to spell New Zealand in full rather than using the NZ abbreviation. To upload it onto YouTube, first log in, then click the Upload Video button near the top right of the screen and choose your video. You might see a Welcome to YouTube Studio message if this is your first time uploading a video. In the title field, make sure you include the hashtag #LockdownConcertBandNewZealand, and remember to check that it's spelled correctly. In the description, make sure to include your name and your instrument. I might write something along the lines of, here's my video for #LockdownConcertBandNewZealand, and on the next line I'd write name, Alex Alford, on the next line, instrument, trombone 3, or whatever I was playing, and you'd do the same. In the audience field, click the button that says, no, it's not made for kids, and then the next button. Keep hitting the next button until you see the visibility section. Click the public option. That'll allow us to see your video. Once your video has finished uploading, feel free to share the link, the URL, directly with us at virtualband@nzcba.org. If you're not so comfortable posting a video to YouTube, simply put the recording in something like a Dropbox folder, a Google Drive folder, or an iCloud Drive folder, and share the link with us, again at virtualband@nzcba.org. Before we go, I thought I'd share a couple of stylistic musical comments that might be helpful for you. This is a march, so remember to ensure all of your notes are super articulated, especially if you play an instrument like a clarinet, a flute, or a saxophone. Part of the beauty and the interest of a march is in the dynamics. Make a big difference between mezzo forte and fortissimo, and the pianissimo section in the trio. This is what really brings the music alive. And remember, even though the trio is generally quieter, it's still pretty much the same speed. Don't be tempted to slow down. There are a couple of notation things which maybe some of us haven't seen before. Some parts, like the trumpet or cornet lines, have what looks like crotchets with a slash through the stem and a pair of dots over the top of the note. That's just an instruction to play 2 quavers instead of a crotchet. It's like a shorthand way of writing that saves time for the publishers. Lastly, the trio does repeat, and it has a first and second ending. Make sure that you know where the repeats go back to, and how first and second endings work before you hit that record button. So, that's it from me. I'm super excited to see what we come up with. Remember, your deadline is Sunday, September 19th, although I'd encourage you to submit your video well ahead of then. If you have any questions, please contact us at virtualband@nzcba.org, get in touch with us on Facebook, or drop a comment below this video. We'll aim to post the final video of everybody playing together when we're able to. It'll probably be a couple of weeks after September 19th. In the meantime, have fun and spread the love of music making.